Right people, today we are going to do a little video about being a bit more self-sufficient with all the coming troublesome times that look like they're becoming more and more likely to happen lately, with the World War III and Civil War and everything looking like it might end up kicking off any point in the near future. So obviously I decided to get some chickens and be a bit more self-sufficient. And we're going to talk a bit about that today if anyone's interested in getting into that. I built my entire coop, other than the wire netting that goes around it, from pallets, from 3 pallets that I picked up from different places. So you can build the coop yourself for next to nothing, otherwise that'll cost you a fortune to get online. That's my first bit of advice. Make sure you build your coop yourself, and then you can build it to exactly the size you want for next to nothing. All you got to do is pay for the metal wire mesh that you line it with for the outside of the chicken run and everything, you know. And I also line the underneath of it, the floor of it, with the wire as well, so that no foxes or predators can dig in there and get to the chickens. That's another good bit of advice. Make sure the bottom, like all the flooring of it, is also wired off, and then you ain't got any risks of your chickens getting got by any predators. But yeah, next we're going to go into the different foods that I feed them. Costs me about £25, £30 a month. If you really wanted to, you could sell some of your eggs to make up for that as well, you know. That's what I do sometimes when my friends and family need any. I offer to give them to them, but they always give me money anyway, because of they say the eggs are worth it. So yeah, but I'll get into these 3 vital things that I feed my chickens, and the water additives I feed them as well. But it's pretty simple, man. The water additives last for months and months as well. So yeah, that's the other thing. They only cost about a £5 or a tenner each as well. So happy days. Oh yeah, and the bedding, like I get pine oil infused straw, which really helps with the smell and with bugs, and with being antifungal, anti-parasite or antibacterial or something, and it's got a really nice piney smell to it as well, so that helps to neutralize the smell of all the chicken feces. But yeah, these are the 3 products that I use. Right, first of all, I will say I usually get just pure oyster shell grit, but they didn't have any this time, so I had to get mixed poultry grit, which is the oyster shell, but just diluted with like a few rocks and stuff, basically. So it's always better to get the pure oyster shell grit if you can get it, rather than this mixed poultry grit, because it's got more calcium and everything in it, and it's a nice slow releasing calcium source for your chickens. Next, you got to get some form of layer pellets. I just get mine from Mole Valley, my local Mole Valley farmers store, and it's just layer pellets that are got a special formulation for egg laying chickens. That it's just pellets, basically, this mixture of all different types of stuff that they eat. Next, this is my choice of corn mix. Marriages Royal Variety mixed corn, and as it shows here, it comes with everything. It's got peas, carrots, black sunflower seeds, a couple of different types of oats. It's they love it, mate. They absolutely love it, and it's really good for it. It's all like dried forms of everything as well, so that you don't have to end up getting a load of like mixed veg and that. And I did give them the fresh mixed veg before, but it seemed to make them turd a lot more, and it seems to make their turds come out a lot more watery and cause a lot more mess. So the dried carrot and pea and sweet corn and everything that's in this is a much better option, in my opinion. It keeps things a lot more cleaner and keeps their turds a lot more solid up. Next, we've got apple cider vinegar. This keeps like their water like a lot more bacterial free, and it also contains vitamins A and E. I think it might say it on the back. Yeah, contains the mother to help aid digestion and gut health, can help to stimulate appetite, good source of vitamin A and C, natural support for birds during times of stress. It's just apple cider vinegar. So yeah, it's very beneficial for them. And I use this as well, poultry vitamin boost, which is basically a seaweed based like vitamin tonic additive. So yeah, that's what kept my chickens laying all through the winter and everything. Combination of all these different things. And then obviously the bedding is just normal straw with pine shavings, with pine oil in there, I mean. Hello. And yeah, as you can see, all my chickens are nice and happy and healthy, and they're all laying eggs daily. I mean, I didn't get to getting any of their eggs yesterday, but so far this morning, it's only like 10 AM at the moment, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Them other 2 dirty ones are decoy fake eggs to stop them from being in the habit of biting their eggs and that, and it stops them, like they take a few pecks at that before they start laying eggs, and when they realise they don't get nothing out of it, they just don't bother with their real eggs when they lay them. And it also shows them where to lay their eggs. You know, look, another 7 in there, so we've got 11 so far, I think. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah. And it's only 10 AM, and I didn't get the eggs yesterday, and I've got 9 hens. So I get between 6 to 9 eggs a day, depending how they're feeling. And yeah, so far we've got 11 from 10 AM this morning, and I didn't get the eggs yesterday. So yeah, doing good. Now they like to come over here and have a little dust bath. You'll see them kicking about and rolling about, doing all sorts of craziness. They're funny to watch. Sometimes I just sit here watching them chuckling. Funny little things. When I first saw it, I was like, oh my god, are my chickens having a spasm or something? I thought that they was dying, but they was just enjoying themselves in like their little dust baths that they make by digging all the dirt and sand up and stuff. So yeah, that's what they do for fun, and to help clean themselves in case there's any mites and everything on them. They tuck all the dirt and sand up of them and kick it and chuck it up all their feathers, and then when they get up, when they're done, they shake it all off and wriggle it all off, and it goes everywhere. Yeah, can't lie, I was worried when I saw them first doing it, because I didn't know that this is what they did. So if you see your chickens doing this, they're not having a fit and dying, they're just having fun and keeping clean, giving themselves dust baths. Funny little things. You having fun? Getting right into it. So yeah, it's pretty easy really. Oh yeah, I'll go over my coop quickly. Like I say, I just built it out of bits of scrap wood and scrap pallets, and that's why you can see there I've had to nail and screw 2 planks of pallet wood together because it weren't quite long enough for how tall I wanted the coop. And yeah, all this is just pallets that I've took apart as well. And I've just made a little sliding door, so at night I can shut them away and they're nice and safe from predators. This is my access door that I've built, so that I can get in, clean them out, get my eggs, and also keep them safe. And then put that like that with another bit of wood wedge behind it to keep it locked, and then the same for here as well. It's as simple as that, really. And they're not really that hard to look after. Make sure there's plenty of food and water bowls. I've already done all their water today and most of their food. I'm going to have to top them back up. Sometimes I have to top them up 2 or 3 times a day. They're greedy, my 9 that I've got. And yeah, simple as that. Oh yeah, make sure that you build yourself some shelves in there. And mine, like, are very happy with just laying eggs in plant pots and in like wooden boxes that I've put in there. And you just screw the plant pots down so they can't tip over and fall off. I've got to replace that one. It wasn't a very thick plant pot and one of my fat hens has caved it in. So yeah, I'm gonna have to replace that one. But yeah, like I say, give them a clean out once a week. They're due for a clean out now, as you can see. Nice bit of pine oil infused straw everywhere. Clean them out. It smells beautiful in here once you've put a bit of fresh straw in there with the pine oil, or you can use pine shavings. Apparently they're like just as good or better. So yeah, if it's something you're interested in so that you can be self-sufficient, just in case we do get into any world wars or into any civil wars in England at the moment, with all the craziness that's been happening around the world and in our country lately, then yeah, just watch this video back and you've got everything you need to know, really. It's not hard. For my 9 hens, I make sure I've got about a 4 meter, I don't know, it's about 3 or 4 meters long by about 2.5 meters wide for their actual run. Their coops 1.2 meters squared, and make sure that they're raised off the ground as well. So yeah, they're on top of my decking that I built, and then I've blocked them all in with bricks, because this is the other problem you've got to keep on top of keeping rats out of your coop, because they're little pests and they carry diseases and they can make your chickens ill. I've even seen videos of them killing people's chickens. They give them one bite in their neck and then they kill them outright. So yeah, make sure you make your coop rat proof as well as fox proof. And look, as you can see, I've even got the wire nailed all the way around the perimeter on the floor so that no predators can dig their way in and harm my precious chickens. And then I put a load of stones over it everywhere as well to try and help with drainage. And then when it got really wet this winter, I had to put planks down for them to stop them from getting so muddy and wet and dirty all the time, you know. So that's another little tip for in the winter that a lot of chicken farmers will tell you. Make sure that you've got some planks of wood, or some sheetings of wood should I say, so that you can put them down, because your chickens would much rather walk on that than walk in wet, muddy, crappy floor, which can also increase their risk of getting foot problems and foot diseases and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it. They're all joining the dust party now. You joining the dust bath party? Yeah. Oh, wow. Anyway, people, over and out. That's everything you need to know if you want to be self-sufficient and do your own chickens. And like I say, make your own coop from pallets so that you can make it for free, because they are hundreds if you try and buy one off of like a shop or something that's already made. And then all you've got to do is pay for this stuff. And then you're laughing. I think I paid about 30 quid for all the metal chicken wire. So yeah, this coop only cost me 30 quid basically. Oh yeah, and I felted the roof and then put some rubber liner over the top of it to stop them from getting any water in their coop. You just need to make sure that their coop's watertight, obviously. And that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, make sure that they've got a few little like ventilation holes in the tops of their coop. Because I've got such a big door there, the access door, that lets plenty of air in anyway, like through the cracks of it and that, because it's not completely airtight, you know. And yeah, oh yeah, by the way, most of these egg laying chickens that you see here, most of the brown varieties, like the Isa Browns, the Golden Comets and the Colombian Blacktails, they can all handle down to -20 Celsius as long as they've got well built coops, so they're very cold hardy also. So look into them breeds if you do want to get some chickens. I can always point people in the right direction if you live near me in the south of England, or if you live in Essex, the guys in Essex that stocks all these chickens. So yeah, I can always point you in the right direction for them as well. I'm going to be starting to try and breed my own soon and get a rooster also, so I might even be able to give you some of my own when the time comes. But yeah, that's pretty much the video, guys. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're interested in being self-sufficient with your own chickens because of all these recent possible wars that could be kicking off any day now, then by all means watch this video, share it to people, and yeah, it might be everything that you need to get you started to start being a bit more self-sufficient. Right, just as I'm topping them back up before I go, I thought I'd show you the typical thing that you give them. See, give them about 7 handfuls of the layer pellets with about 7 handfuls of the mixed corn and a couple of handfuls of the oyster shell grit or the mixed poultry grit, as you can see it in there. Mix it all up in a bag. Come along, here's my water with my water additives in it. Ran out of the seaweed though, so no seaweed additive for them today. Quickly give it a rinse out and give them a bit more. Quick rinse out. They eat their own turds off of each other's feathers anyway, so yeah. Keep distracting with the water, and then get the food in there before they all start rugby scrumming it. Here they all come. See, they're not even all that hungry anymore because I've already given them a load this morning. There's a couple of them that are just greedy and won't stop eating, like these two, but yeah, the rest of them were just a bit thirsty. There we go. Salty. Girls, are you thirsty? Yeah, you're all feeling thirsty now after all the food you've already eaten, yeah? These are good girls. Yeah. I'm going to work on some automatic feeding systems soon. I've seen a load of people making them with gutter piping and stuff that automatically feeds the food in there every time the bowls run out. And same thing with the water, and then that just eliminates even more stress from looking after them. But as you can see, there's not really much stress anyway. It's pretty simple to look after them, and then it's just all beneficial getting eggs from them every day. It reminds me, I've got to go and collect them 11 eggs, so see everyone soon.